Hi, I'm Quentin Schultze, author of the book An Essential Guide to Public Speaking. An Essential Guide to Public Speaking. And I'm running through the book in this series of videos, making some points from the book, not covering everything, of course, but making some important points, giving some examples and illustrations, and we're up to Chapter 8. It's a chapter on research. We need to conduct research. We need to conduct research. And I divide this up in the chapter into topical research about our topic or subject and audience research. We need to know what we're talking about. Fools are people that don't know what they're talking about. So we go out and we do research on our topic to make sure we have it right, we're correct, we're accurate, we've covered it. And then we do research on the audience, because the better we know the audience, the better we can connect with the audience. We don't speak to everyone in general. We speak to specific audiences using a specific topic and making that connection. So we generally need to research both, except one exception I'll talk about at the bottom here under personal knowledge in just a moment. So, Chapter 8, research, topic, and audience. When we research, we are determining what's true and false about our topic. The information we can depend on and the information we can't. We have to make some judgments. We don't go just on the basis of what we think or what we feel or our attitudes about things, because that's not going to truly serve an audience. That's just about expressing our own opinions. And our opinions might be valuable or not, but are they informed? We want informed opinions. There are uninformed and informed opinions. Uninformed opinions will get us into trouble. Informed opinions, anchored in some type of knowledge through research, that's okay, although we have to learn how to express them in a non-confrontational way. So we research the topic and the audience. I would like to focus on two aspects of this in this video, though there's much more in the book. One is what I call the aha moments in research. The aha moments. Aha, I learned something new. That is interesting. I want to know more about that. Our audience is looking for us in speeches, especially informative speeches, to present an aha moment. Something new that they did not know before, preferably something that even grabs them. And yeah, aha. So for instance, when I started researching listening and defining listening, and I was looking at the ancient Hebrew scriptures to see how people thought about listening thousands of years ago, and I discovered that they saw listening as essentially paying attention to the way things really are. More specifically, becoming intimate with reality. Intimate with reality. And the word there, the ancient Hebrew word to become intimate with reality, was the same word that was used for physical, that is sexual intimacy. It's yada, Y-A-D-A, yada, to become intimate. So I began to think about my own research and my writing and my speaking as becoming intimate with the topic. So I knew personally what truth was, what wisdom was on the topic. I researched it enough that I could know personally. I was intimate. That changed the course for me in understanding listening and understanding research, how to think about these things. And then I realized that some of the comedians, like Seinfeld, will use this term yada, 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 yada. You've heard it, yada, yada, yada. Meaning essentially, I don't have to say anymore because, you know, yada, yada, yada. I don't have to say anymore. Well, in fact, that's the opposite of the meaning of yada. You know, when we don't really know, we get into trouble. We want to make sure we know. So we do research to make sure we know. So I say to myself, self, stay with yada in that ancient meaning. That was an aha moment for me. So when I research any topic, I'm looking for these aha moments that will serve like yada, so that the audience will really understand what I'm saying, will be moved by it, intrigued by it. They want to know more. Look for those aha moments. When you're doing your research and you say, boy, this is not what I expected, it's new, it's different, It's another angle on it. Could be good. I want to research it more. Those could be aha moments that you want to use in your speech. So watch for them. Aha. They're like revelations that come to us. The second thing is about personal knowledge. Personal knowledge. What do we do with this? Is it research? Is personal knowledge research? If I think about my life experiences, for example, growing up in Chicago, what was that like? If I think about my family with a schizophrenic mother, if I'm speaking about schizophrenia or about living in a home with people who have mental illness, I have experience in my life, personal experience. It's knowledge based on my life. That I can use. It doesn't mean I try to act like I'm a physician or a psychiatrist, but for examples, for illustrations, I can call upon my life experience. And you can too. So there are things in our lives that we can call on that are like autobiographical research based on life experience. So when our research, we think about going out there, what do others think about this? What's the knowledge that they have? But there's also the knowledge that we have from our own lives that we can use carefully, not with arrogance as if we know everything and we don't really need to do any research. So we have here with Chapter 8, study of research, topical research, audience research, and along the way, look out for those aha moments. They're going to come to you, and they may be just what you need to make your speech interesting. And use personal knowledge when it's right, when it's fitting, when you know it's something that comes true with your experience. Not because you're the expert on it, but because your life speaks. You can do this. Do research. Don't be a fool as if you can speak without having to study anything to know better. We know better, don't we, as servant speakers? Thank you.